Forget the crowded tourist beaches. Today, we are leaving the city behind and heading to one of Guangdong's most underrated coastal gems, Shanwei. Here, you cruise along scenic roads that seem to lead straight into the sea, discover a lonely seaside castle with a beautifully weathered charm, and relax beside crystal clear waters that locals often call the Glass Sea. And when it's time to eat, we'll dive headfirst into bustling food streets packed with local specialties, from fresh marinated seafood to irresistible street snacks that are guaranteed to win over your taste buds. So buckle up, our Guangdong adventure continues as we head to Shanwei. We are setting off from Zhongshan and driving about 3 hours to reach Shanwei. Along the way, we'll cross the Shenzhen-Zhongshan Link, the world's largest offshore steel box-girder suspension bridge by main span stretching across the Lingding Sea. If you are traveling by high-speed rail instead, the journey takes just around 53 minutes. We'll be spending a day in Shanwei, exploring its unspoiled coastline, soaking in the beautiful mountain and sea scenery, and of course, treating ourselves to some of the region's most authentic local flavors.
我们这就到了汕尾，早上开了3个多小时的车，从中山一路开到汕尾。汕尾最著名的就是海鲜生腌，我们尝一尝这里有什么好吃的生腌没有？我找一找。我们现在就在它最著名的2马路小吃街上，你看看。生腌专门。澳洲龙虾都是生腌。大龙虾。这个是什么龙虾呢？
这犀牛虾。
Chaoshan-style marinated raw seafood is something of a legend in the Chinese food world. In fact, many food lovers jokingly call it the Chaoshan addiction. Don't worry, the name doesn't mean it's dangerous. It's simply a way of saying that once you've tried it, it's incredibly hard to stop eating. The idea is quite simple. Incredibly fresh seafood is either eaten raw or lightly marinated in a mixture of soy sauce, garlic, ginger, chili, coriander, and other seasonings, allowing the natural sweetness of the seafood to shine through.
这个是龙虾，这个是螃蟹，这个是鱼皮和海蜇。
你也拿个
鱼皮。好脆呀！是个龙虾，这是个龙虾尾。超级鲜！我认为的生腌就应该是这个味道，我自己没有做出来过，我尝试做过。
People in Chaoshan have long lived by the sea, and there's a local saying that they eat what the sea provides. Here, almost everything can be marinated raw. If you ever get the chance to visit Chaoshan, make sure you give it a try. The texture is almost jelly-like, and the flavor is unbelievably sweet, fresh, and addictive.
鲜。
In the afternoon, we headed straight for one of Shanwei's greatest sources of local pride, the beautiful Red Bay, home to some of the region's most spectacular coastal scenery. Along the way, we passed the famous causeway leading to Windmill Island. At the end of the road stands a row of towering wind turbines, like giant guardians watching over the coastline. From above, the view is incredible. The road seems to slice through the sea, with the calm waters of Baisha Lake on one side and the open ocean on the other, creating a stunning two-tone seascape that almost looks like a mirror image. We also stopped by a quiet hidden beach known locally as the Glass Sea. The water here is remarkably clear. When the sun shines through the surface, you can see the sand and rocks beneath with amazing clarity. Our final stop was the most distinctive attraction in Red Bay, Zhelang Peninsula. According to local legend, Guan Yin endured many trials before ultimately attaining enlightenment here. And over the centuries, this story has inspired a unique cultural and religious landscape. Throughout the headland, you'll find stone formations, pavilions, and monuments inspired by Buddhist legends and folklore. But more than anything else, what left the biggest impression on me was the ocean itself.
这个地方叫遮浪岛，但是这里的海浪好大好大好大，全部都是那么大的浪，没见过这么大的浪。
海浪走过来的，看着好大了。看后边这个浪，后边这个浪，后边这个，哎，后边这个。看，
从没见过这么大的浪。
On the other side of Zhelang Bay stands a historic seaside fortress with a history stretching back more than 600 years. Originally built as a military outpost during the Ming Dynasty, the site took on a completely different role in the 1970s when it was converted into a wave energy research station to explore renewable power from the ocean. After the research facility was relocated, the old fortress was left abandoned for many years. But in recent years, it has found a new life. With its weathered walls, dramatic coastal setting, and slightly mysterious atmosphere, the fortress has become one of Shanwei's most popular photo spots. Visitors now travel from all over the region to see it for themselves and capture its unique blend of history, ruins, and sea views.
招牌这是什么？
五鬼汤，江煮五鬼。
五果，姜煮五果汤。要一份。
行，来一个这个吧。啊，好多料。
果然我没吃过，
这
本地的才有的。
这个
它是一种植物吧？
不是，我觉得它是用面糊做成的，
不是吧？是一种植物，像山药似的，对吧？
像一个什么的根呐？
我觉得是像山药似的东西。
好，谢谢老板。
尝一尝，一定要尝一尝。谢谢。
If you are staying in Shanwei, I'd recommend getting a hotel near Armalu. This is the city's most famous food street, packed with local snacks and popular eateries. And everything is right downstairs. There are so many delicious things to try here that one evening is barely enough.
去尝尝这家的鱼燕蒸汽海鲜。走，太好了，还有座位。三位是吧？啊。我来喝一喝这个姜薯汤，姜薯五果汤。有点竹蔗茅根的味道，
就是葛根的味儿。
就葛根的味儿。说的那个姜薯是这个汕尾本地的一种植物，
对，我摸了，
是植物，有一点点像那个山药，它是卷卷的，它一削进去里面就是卷卷的，挺好吃的，我觉得味道，我喜欢这个味道。
Steamed seafood is all about keeping things fresh and simple. Scallops, oysters, prawns, clams, and other seafood are placed in the steamer and gently cooked using nothing but steam. This method preserves the natural sweetness of the seafood, making everything incredibly tender and full of flavor.
6分一锅。
But the biggest surprise for me was actually the grass carp. The texture was unbelievably soft and delicate.
脆碗鱼，
真是没吃过这种鱼。
怎么有点猪肉味儿啊？
它红的，没有没有。
它的口感不是鱼，你不觉得？
那是。
它口感不是鱼味儿，是很有嚼劲儿的鱼。我第一次吃这种鱼，很特别，像肉，像猪肉或者是牛肉那种，不是鱼肉的味道。
And just when you think the seafood feast is over, there's one final treat waiting below. All the juices released from the seafood during steaming drip down into the pot underneath, where they are absorbed by a simmering rice porridge.
它这下面的粥里面有鸡肉瑶柱做的这个海鲜粥，
就是海鲜汤。
对，还有之前蒸的海鲜的那些汤，全都汇入到这个粥里面了，老鲜了。好吃。
The result is a rich, steaming bowl of seafood congee, packed with all that incredible flavor. And that's a wrap on our day in Shanwei. Thanks so much for watching until the end. Our Guangdong journey is far from over. In the next episode, we'll be heading to Shantou, one of the most iconic cities for experiencing Lingnan culture. So make sure to subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.